Okay, the pattern I'm going to be tying today is the Gorgeous George variant. There's a lot of different variations of this pattern, so this is probably one of the most popular ones. Okay. Now the hook I'm using is a size 10 Camazon B175. The thread I'm going to be using is Danville's. It's a pre-wax thread in chartreuse, fluorescent chartreuse. So we create a bed of thread. For the tail I'm going to be using Glow Bright floss. It's a fluorescent yellow. You take about 8-9 inches of material of the floss. You can use floss or wool for the tail. Just keep doubling this material. Or if you tie it in there, roughly with the length of the hook. And then double it over to add strength to it. Now the length of it, I would normally keep it roughly the length of the body. You flare that up. The tinsel I'm using for the body is oval silver tinsel. You can use gold or whatever. And this material here I'm going to be using for the body is flash dubbing. This is in a light olive colour. Very easy to work with. It dubs on very well. I roughly only go about 3/4 up the hook shank with the dubbing. And the hackle I'm going to be using is a brown olive colour. It's a colour I dye myself, which is really rich colour, and it really looks well on this fly. Pick a hackle that's fairly webby, larger than what you normally would think you would take. Tie that in. I palmer this down the body towards the tail. Five to 6 turns is enough. Now take the oval tinsel and go in the opposite direction. Secure that hackle in. Remove the waste. And you can press this back if you like to create a more of a slimline look on the pattern. Okay, now the legs I'm going to be using this just not as pheasant tails. I roughly take about four fibres on either side of the fly, but you can put a bunch of these in on top if you like. It's really personal choice. I would extend them past the tail because you really want this streaking through the water. There we go, and then remove the waste. And the front hackle I'm going to be using is a cock saddle hackle. Greenwell or Red Game really does do it. I'm going to be doubling this hackle. You normally take back each turn of the hackle. Stop the fibre from getting trapped. Cut off the waste. Create a small base for the jungle cock. Now I like to use the split jungle cock. It adds a bit more of a, I think personally, more of a deadly effect to the fly. Screw that one in there. Now you can put these in together at the same time, but I like to position them one by one. And trim off the waste. And create a small head. I like to give this a couple of half hitches just before I whip finish. I don't want any fibres getting trapped in there. I will finish the fly off with clear varnish. I would normally give this with 2 to 3 coatings. Of clear varnish. So there you have it. That's the gorgeous George variants. There is a lot of variants of this pattern. It's really experiment at device. But it's a very good pattern. Brown trout, rainbow trout, even salmon have been caught in this pattern. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to check out the website. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye now.